Hello everyone, Hovian here, and we are back with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Time is Unbreakable, Viz Volume 5, it's the originally in the volumes 9 and 10, of the regular Japanese release, whatever, it's we're good JoJo times now, we're over the halfway mark, and things are heating up, and I like how you know all these side stories we've had around just having a good time around Morio have are coming intertwined with each other. Um, yeah, you see that we'll see that, and over the course of this volume, we're starting off with Yoshikage Kira wants to live quietly. And yeah, we know he's the murderer, serial killer, and he has a very weird obsession with hands. I guess this is. I guess every serial killer has their kinks. Uh, uh Kira takes it a bit too far, I'd say. Well, I mean, okay, okay. I don't want to be like, oh, I can excuse serial killing, but I draw the line at hand fetish. Yeah, obviously the serial killing is the fucked up thing. It's just so weird, man. Uh, yeah, I always find hand fetishes weird. Like feet, yeah, I get feet. Hands, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe Kira can explain it sometime. Yeah, he's he. So yeah, title's arc is Yoshikage wants to live quietly. Uh, and he does kind of emphasize that he just wants to live a quiet life, not stand out, quietly murder several women and act like their severed hand is his girlfriend for some reason. Uh, oh, it's so weird, but he has a very powerful stand, a heart attack. It's like two forms. And his first form, oh, we see him use. He's stalking out. Uh, oh, sorry, what was his name? Sasazaki. Was it? Yeah. No, Shigechi. God damn it, it's Shigechi. We met last time with Harvest. But Shigechi just crossed Kira's path the wrong way. He accidentally picked up his lunch or his lunch bag that he put the severed hand in. And he's all about the making everything tidy. He's evaded he's evaded detection because he always gets rid of all the evidence. In part because of his stand that could cause explosions. And he has a bit of a hard time with it because this time he ran into a stand user, Shichi with Harvest. Now, despite Harvest being a very good stand, um, Heart Attack just is too strong, and he overpowers him, but not after given a line that I've heard before. My name is Yoshikage Kira. I am 33 years old. I live in Northeast Morio, where there are many villas. I am not married. I am employed by the Kamayu department store. Each evening, I return home no later than 8 p.m. I don't smoke, but I drink, but only occasionally. Jesus, Jesus Christ, he's so weird, man. But which stand user isn't weird? You know? Which one isn't? Oh no, it's not heart attack. The stand is deadly queen, but he has a form called heart attack. Well, it's fine. And he goes against harvest. But you can turn any object it touches into a bomb Kubo. You were inspired by this for Bambietta, weren't you? Turning it. This is odd. I don't remember him citing JoJo's influence, but I'm sure there was some. Although maybe there was a different manga with a power like this, but I don't know, man. It's crazy. And Shigechi unfortunately passes away. It was so sad. I was like, oh, he survived the first hits. He'll make it to Josuke, and then uh, his power will his stand will fix it. You know, um, was it Shining Diamond, Brilliant Diamond? Um, what was it? Yeah, he was like, you guys can do it. You guys do it. Shining, yes, Shining Diamond. Although that's the Viz version. I'm not sure what I forgot what the original version is. But yeah, he passes away, but not before having one of his harvest guys deliver one of Hira's buttons from his shirt or jacket to Josuke and Okuyasu, and this will allow them to uh track Kira, Killer Kira. And we see Remy, Sugimoto, see his ghost kind of fly right past in the sky, and then we see all the stand users from around town, uh, including like that one guy at the who was at the store or at the restaurant, the Italian restaurant, and then they all kind of gathered here. Um, it's cool. It's cool how they all gathered. What was that dog? Was the dog here? I forget why that dog's here. Did I forget an arc? I don't think I skipped an arc. No, I didn't skip an arc. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's someone's dog, I guess. I don't know. um, yeah, those stand users kind of congregate and and then, well, they talk about the murder of Shigechi, and they be on the way out for this button thing, and then they kind of disperse. Yeah. Then we go off to Yukaku Yamagishi Dreams of Cinderella. This is a pretty cool arc. It's another one where like the stand user we encounter isn't an enemy. They just use their stand in like a cool way that causes like a bit of drama for an arc. And this stand is a Cinderella stand that Aya Suji uses in her salon. Um, and I guess make people like more beautiful temporarily, like how Cinderella, had her magic, had the fairy godmother magic, to temporarily make her, like more beautiful and stuff. But that how that would, inspire like a love that would, you know, be more lasting. That kind of happened here. Like Yukako goes for this treatment to make herself more irresistible to Koichi, and he starts falling for her. Like even when she goes too far, she forgets to apply the lipstick that she was repeatedly told to reapply every 30 hours or 30 minutes. And her face was at risk of going away completely. Koichi still seems like he's still like in love with her, a bit. Although you don't really get like a conclusion about like where they're at right now. Like even after the arc ends, when we go into Heart Attack, you don't know where like what they're on about. That the last part of it is him looking into her eyes, kind of swooning. Um, and then the next thing we know, Koichi, teams up with Jotaro, and then they go to into the tailor shop. So I don't know if they're like dating now. I think that'd be cool. Koichi deserves the love, although I don't know. She Yukako, she was very 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 sussy in the in her introduction arc. I don't know, man. Uh, but if they can make it work, if she can actually mellow out a bit, maybe we can do it. Um, I want everyone involved to be happy. Okay, that's what I want. I think it's interesting how it went down because was Aya, she said it like in her mind, whatever, that when she gives Yukako the ability to choose from her face from the gallery, she says to herself that the truth is that none of these faces are yours. You will only return to normal if you figure out that your face isn't among them. It's the rule of the spell. But that's not how it goes down. She leaves the choice entirely to Koichi, and he chooses one of them. Um, and he, with his stand reverb, um, tells her that if he chooses the wrong face, use your stand and wound reverb's eyes, so I'll no longer be able to see. Um, it's oh, I'm in love with you. If I can't see, then that won't ever happen. That's interesting. And she makes it. She kind of bends her rules. Um, but in such a way that I can't really blame her. But I think it's interesting, man. About how this turns out. I wonder if we'll see. I wonder if we'll see her because her stand. It looks cool when it activates. Maybe I can find there was one double page spread that looked cool. Um, here when she was working on it. Oh man. But yeah. I wonder if this has any battle prowess that we might not be aware of, or if it's just a stand that's more a utility stand. You never know when stand user might show up. We do see the restaurant guy. I forgot his name from Italy. Although we don't get like a line, but he's still like we still Rocky has not forgotten. So I'm interested to see how these standards will be used going forward. Now for the heart attack arc, we were able to track down. Well, it's kind of like by coincidence we go to a shoe store that like as a side gig does tailoring. And sure enough, he has Kira's jacket. And but right about as he was about to tell them, that it was Kira's. He activates his stand, blows his hand off. No. So yeah, his stand has like an extra form ability thing. Uh, it's like it's like an arm that it can take off, and it becomes like an autonomous. Say the serial killer Yoshikage Kiristen, Deadly Queen, wants a single explosive armored vehicle from his left hand. It's called Heart Attack. Um, and it's quite an interesting stand ability. You know, Koichi's a bit weird in this arc, because he's constantly second guessing um Jotaro, even though Jotaro's he should know that Jotaro's more battle experience than he is. And me, I'm muted at first compliment Koichi. I still like Koichi. I just don't know. I don't know what's up to him. Is this because he just fell in love? Is he think, oh, he's thinking it's just a big shot? You have to know your place. Josuke, another Josuke, Jotaro. He's a real vet. At least when it comes to stand battles. Like, yeah, he knows the rule, the general rule that the the stronger the stand, the closer the stand user has to be. But we learn an interesting exception that if you can like relinquish, like if you make it so that it's autonomous with a fairly simple like AI, you can make a powerful stand at range, and that's what he does. The stand as a simple AI just targets the strongest heat source around it, and that's why it's able to withstand even Star Platinum's attacks. It's just simple. But even if it's simple, it's still hard to deal with because it's insanely durable and very strong with its explosions. So that's why Kira has such um, strong faith in its ability. Very strong stand. But yeah, Jotaro was able to deduce that despite being very strong, it's a long range stand. Its movements are too simple for it to be controlled from somewhere nearby. Um, he knows. Uh, so so cool. Yeah, it's heat seeking, and um, God damn it, what's his name? Koichi, yes. Koichi uses his reverb act two to a very neat effect here. Um, he uses a sizzle effect to make it like chase after the effect of the heat instead of like targeting one of them. Unfortunately, the fucking electric stove backfire. It kind of like backfires. That was like he tried to use to distract um the heart attack, and it ended up hurting the stand. But then now we have Reaver back 3. Why does he get so many X? And we don't really know how this one works yet because we end the volume in the middle of the arc. But we know that its special ability is called 3 Freeze. Uh, and it looks pretty, powerful. It was able to was able to make the stand heart attack like sink into the ground, kind of immobilizing it. And the same happens to Kira, which looked really funny. Um, and the stand explains that it's called 3 Freeze. It works because 3 and freeze sound similar. I'm sure I don't need to say anymore, but I don't know what that means. Is that all? All it is? Uh, just to be able to weigh something down. This doesn't feel like it. At least so far, I don't see how this relates to Reverb Act 1 and 2. Because there was a through line. Because Reverb Act 1 could do sound effects. Reverb Act 2 could make them a bit more real, you know? Like, with the heat, it actually did increase the heat, with the heat sizzle sound effects. But that's how it was able to, distract, uh, you know, um, heart attack. There we go. So I don't know how this relates to sound, but I'm assuming we'll get an explanation for this next time. Yeah, not a very Josuke heavy arc. It's mostly he's here, especially in the first arc a bit. I like how Josuke Okiyasu interacted with Shigechi in the moments, right before he died, but it looked like a cool dynamic. It's a shame that Shigechi's not around anymore. But in the I saw the cover of the next volume, and it looks like the harvest is there. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. But yeah, not much Josuke. But an overall cool volume. Interesting moments. I can see. I don't know. I kind of wish that Koichi's developing feelings for Yukako were a bit had a bit more build up since the first arc when she was introduced. But I think it's still cool. So, anyways, that'll be all for today. We'll see you guys next time in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.